Ultimate Wolverine #1 shows readers how Wolverine makes a much deadlier Winter Soldier than Bucky Barnes. In this issue, writer Chris Condon and artist Alessandro Capuccio offer another Wolverine origin that places Logan in a world where a group of mutants, not humans, are the chief oppressors of other mutants. This story takes place in the Ultimate Universe, a world molded by the Maker, a villainous version of Reed Richards, to inhibit the creation of superheroes. In this world, the primary force that preys upon mutantkind is the Eurasian Republic, one of the 7 territories in the world devised by the Maker and his council. The members of this council that control the Eurasian Republic are Pyotr Rasputin, aka Colossus, his sister Illyana Rasputin, aka Magic, and Arkady Rossovich, aka Omega Red. And yes, you heard that right, Colossus and Magic are supervillains in this universe. This ain't your daddy's X-Men. Wolverine, or Logan, was part of a mutant protection group called the Opposition. They fought the Eurasian Republic to protect mutantkind from exploitation. Think of the Opposition as this world's X-Men. The ER abducted Logan, the sole survivor of an airstrike on an Opposition compound outside of Rasputingrad, as he clawed his disembodied torso through the snow. After witnessing Logan's healing factor save him from a bullet to the brain, the ER placed him in Directorate X, a secret division headed by Dr. Ilona Prostovich. The division experiments on mutants and transforms them into weapons for the ER. Dr. Prostovich suggested to Colossus that they use a mutant with telepathic abilities to control Logan, since their attempts to tranquilize him had resulted in several deaths. I believe she was alluding to Charles Xavier being in ER custody. They harnessed these powers not only to erase Logan's memory, but also to sedate him so they could enhance his skeleton with what I presume to be adamantium, but I hope is vibranium. Imagine how dope Logan would be with vibranium bones. Next, ER personnel brainwashed Logan to believe that all mutants should serve as tools for the Eurasian Republic. This perspective was used to portray his former Opposition comrades and escapees of the ER's East Berlin camp, Kurt Wagner, aka Nightcrawler, and Raven Darkholme, aka Mystique, as traitors that he needs to eliminate. This issue interweaves Logan's origin as flashbacks. In present day, he's on a plane to a Librarian church that serves as an opposition base to execute his former friends. We get a dope page of him suddenly and wordlessly jumping from a plane without a parachute to his destination. We should note that Logan does not utter one word throughout this entire issue. Xavier's telepathy could have rendered him nonverbal. As soon as Logan landed, he tore through the Opposition soldiers, massacring his way into the church to get to Mystique and Nightcrawler, a priest in this universe. As Logan entered the church and began engaging with soldiers, Nightcrawler hid and recited Psalm 23. One thing I noted while reading this issue was Mystique and Nightcrawler were the only people amongst the Opposition to display powers, meaning that both mutants and humans comprised this group. After Logan finished off the soldiers, he went after his fellow mutants. Mystique attempted to fool Wolverine by using her transformation powers to pretend to be Colossus. Unfortunately, Mystique's disguise couldn't hide her scent from Logan's powerful sense of smell. He could sense that she wasn't Pyotr. Following a trade of blows, Wolverine got the best of Mystique and slit her throat. Next, he went after Nightcrawler, who was hiding. After failing to appeal to Logan and remind him of who he was and their friendship, Kurt hesitantly attempted to defend himself. With his powers, he evaded Logan's attacks, and using a machine gun, continuously teleported around Logan, showering him with shots. Ultimately, Kurt's tactic was no match for Logan's sense of smell, which he used to predict the location of Kurt's next apparition. Finally catching Kurt, Logan stabbed him twice through the torso with his claws. As Kurt died, he apologized to Logan for the Opposition failing to retrieve him after the airstrike, and that he prays Logan has the strength to fight whatever has altered him. At the end of the issue, Kurt's recital of Psalm 23 appears again. Logan, on a plane ride home, dabs some blood off his helmet and sniffs it. I think this imagery conveys that Logan's smell, which has served him throughout the book, is the key to him remembering his life before getting abducted by the ER. On the last page, there was a prayer letter from Kurt to his fellow Opposition members before his death. Within it was a tribute to Logan. I love the dark irony here. This issue was a great start to this title. Marvel has been hammering that his Ultimate books are not rehashes of stories we've already read, and this book continues that trend. I love that I genuinely do not know what's in store for Logan because the landscape of this world is entirely new. There are no X-Men, or at least in the fashion that we know them. Peach Momoko's Ultimate X-Men book is ushering in a new idea of what it means to be an X-Men in this reality, so we're blind to the directions of traditional X-Men characters. I give this book an 8 out of 10. I can't wait for the next issue.